Now let's try to learn the derivative of some inverse circular functions. Here first time we're going to find out the derivative of sine inverse x. Alright, how to find the sine derivative of sine inverse x. So now here we'll be finding out the derivative of this, and the result of this we'll be using as a formula in later cases to find out the derivative of other sine related inverse functions. Okay, so here let me suppose our given function y is sine inverse x. So from here what we can write, since it is in inverse, so when it will come to the left hand side it will be sine y equals to x. Now our sine has the angle y, so if we want to differentiate both sides, then we need to differentiate with respect to y, not with respect to x, right? So differentiating both sides with respect to y, what we'll get derivative of sine y with respect to y and derivative of x with respect to y. So derivative of sine y will be cos y, and it will be dx over dy. Now in the place of cos y we can write something like this: 1 minus sine square y, and this is root over, that is dx over dy. You might be asking from where it came. So it is from the simple identity that you had learned, that sine squared theta plus cos squared theta equals to 1. So from here what I can write, that cos squared theta will be 1 minus sine squared theta, and if I'm just writing cos theta, then I can write root over 1 minus sine squared theta. From here I have written that. So again 1 minus sine squared theta. What is sine y? Sine y equals to x. So what we can write, that it is 1 minus x square equals to dx over dy. So finally what we can write, that dy over the dx is equal with 1 over 1 minus x square. So we find out dy over dx, derivative of sine inverse 1 by x we need to find out. This was our original function, so we get the dy over dx, and what we get, that derivative of sine inverse x with respect to x is equal with 1 over 1 minus x square inside the root. So this is the formula and a kind of result we get while finding out the derivative of sine inverse of x. And now we can use this we can use like an identity to find out the derivative of any other function. Like let me give an example here. Suppose if we have to find out a function, suppose y equals to sine inverse suppose 3x plus 4. Alright, now we need to find out the derivative of this. To find out the derivative of this, you can directly use this formula also, like this: dy over the dx will be derivative of sine inverse 3x plus 4 with respect to x. So we need to differentiate with respect to its angle, so it will be now derivative of sine inverse 3x plus 4 with respect to its angle 3x plus 4, and we need to differentiate it angle also 3x plus 4 over dx. And now see here, we know that derivative of sine inverse x is 1 over 1 minus x square. When angle is x, 1 over under root 1 minus x square. So when angle is something different, angle is 3x minus 4, so just this x will change. So I can write here in this place 1 over 1 minus 3x plus 4 whole square, and this will be inside the root. Alright, and 3x plus 4, derivative of 3x plus 4 will be 3, right? Just 3. So I'm writing that 3 here. Here. So this is how we need to find out the derivative of the inverse sine inverse form. Alright, directly you can use that formula to find out the derivative. Or you want a little bit lengthy process and want to do one by one step, then from here you can write y equals to sine inverse, it is 3x plus 4. This is your question. Then what you can write, that sine y equals to 3x plus 4, and again differentiating both sides with respect to x, you will get d sine of y with respect to dy, and again d 3x plus 4 with respect to dy, and then you'll get derivative of sine y, you'll get cos y, and derivative of 3x plus 4, you'll get 3 times dx over dy, and then further you can go cos y, you can write 1 minus sine square y root over, you'll get 3 times dx over dy, and then what is your sine y? Sine y is actually 3x plus 4, so that is 1 minus 3x plus 4 whole square. Inside the root, it is 3 times dx over dy, and if you arrange it properly, you'll get the same thing as we had written earlier, that is dy over the dx equals to, now I just exchange this, I put dy here and dx just below that, and then I will get 3 over 1 minus 3x plus 4 whole square. Alright, finally again we get the same thing, 3 over 1 under root 1 minus 3x plus 4 whole square, and here also by direct using the formula we had got the same thing, 3 over 1 under root 1 minus 3x plus 4 whole square. Alright, so this is how we need to find out the derivative of sine inverse functions, and later I'll be doing a few examples, so you'll get more concept there how to find the derivative of the any inverse circular function. This is of sine, and in the next video we'll be dealing with the cos inverse. Alright, catch you in the next video. Goodbye.